Hello everyone. I am playing a bit of Elite Dangerous tonight. Just a casual bit of gameplay. Um, I've not turned on the game in a while, so gonna have to get my bearings briefly. So what's the score here? I'm in a Cobra. It's white. I'm on a random planet somewhere. I'm quite far away from my base. So that's an issue. I didn't really have much of a plan, but I think what I was gonna do is probably do some stealth action, stealth combat, try and get into some PvP. Might not go very well. I might not be able to find anyone, but I don't know, we can give it a go. We can go to the location of a um, CG or something. Can I actually get a lock on this location? Oh yeah, cool. I feel like this would be a dangerous place to activate my frameshift drive, but it's letting me do it, so that's fine. Yeah, so it's been a while. I've been quite busy trying to, well, mainly focusing on finding a new job, which I would quite like. Have I got my... Yeah, I do. I have not looked at my loadout. I'm quite far away from civilized space, but I've got a fuel scoop, so that's fine. Not a particularly good one by the looks of it. Yeah, been a bit busy. Not had much chance to make many videos. I did want to make a load of ship build videos because they seem to be the more popular ones that I've made, and I quite like doing them. Especially with the synthesis element of Horizons. Problem is, in order to make a good ship build which utilizes synthesis, it takes a while to amass the materials. It really does. So it's you kind of have to prepare for it, and that's one of the main problems with for me anyway when it comes to making videos and streaming Elite is if you want to do a particular activity, you have to prepare for it. I mean, if you're like exploring, then maybe you know it'd be a bit more casual and you wouldn't need to worry about it. And I imagine that's what a lot of streamers mainly do. But for me, I like having a bit of a plan. I mean, I don't have one today, much of one anyway. My fuel scoop really is awful by the looks of it. Let me just check, see how far I can get before I need to refuel. How far are we gonna get? Halfway there. Okay. Let's just jump. Yeah, so the good thing about streaming is, though, because it feels a bit more casual, I can just not worry about the end product, the end video, if you like. It's not going to require any editing unless, I don't know, there's a big half an hour gap in this for some reason. But I could just upload it the way it is and kind of feel good that I'm at least adding to the content on Twitch and on YouTube as well, which I will upload it to. I want to do a lot more streaming. I've got some good settings for Twitch now, so I hope I can keep it up a bit. Because I was mainly using YouTube Gaming purely because OBS wasn't liking my settings for Twitch. I don't know why. But with a bit more experimentation, I finally got something that works, I'm hoping. So if there's any glaring issues with this, then please do tell me. Come on. Come on, stay topped up. There we go. Let's get out of it. Yeah, so I want to do a more regular schedule of streaming, just because I like making videos. I don't have the time to do too much, so it means I could just play the game as well, and enjoy it to some respect, as opposed to worrying about the video. And then there's the interaction element, you know. Interaction element's good. So yeah, I think I might do something stealth related. Do I want to use the Cobra or not? Most of my stealth has been in the Cobra. Now, I've not looked to the changelogs or anything, so I'm not sure if there's been any particular big changes to any of the ships, to be honest. So whatever build I plan on using might not even be an efficient build anymore. I mean, the Cobra was never really efficient, not the best thing on the table, but I just liked using it, and it looks kind of like a stealth bomber of sorts when it's in black. So,
warning, temperature critical.
So yeah, so I might do that. I might mess around with a Viper, perhaps. I've not flown a Viper in a while, and it is kind of my favourite ship.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
This is the Mark III. Mark IV I've not used a lot. Not sure if I want to. I kind of wanted to go back actually to the Imperial Courier, just because it's well, I love little ships, and it looks cool. I quite like the weapon loadout, to be honest, and well, it's in the hardpoint setup, and it's yeah, it's a nice little ship. Now, I've always said that I much prefer flying the little ships. Now that it makes combat, you know, makes combat generally, PvP, a bit awkward. I mean, I don't like to sit at a res and just grind kills anyway. It kind of gets a bit tedious for me, especially if all you're doing is holding down the trigger. Although since Horizons, I found that the AI seems to be a little bit tougher. But yeah, I mean, I remember back early on when I started, and I was just sat in a Vulture, res, just holding down the trigger pretty much, and just killing waves of enemies for like an hour, and it does kind of just get a bit tedious. So one thing, I much prefer the really interesting encounters that are fewer and far between, rather than the constant fighting. So finding players and having a really interesting battle, which might result in you running away because, you know, they end up being in a an A spec FTL or something. You know, running away isn't necessarily a loss. You know, if you put up a good fight and you run away, I mean, you've survived. That's a big deal in Elite. And I feel like that in itself is a kind of victory, because it is quite easy for certain ships to escape. Purely based on being able to tank hits, so like a Type 9 or something. You know, if they're up against a wing of anacondas and pythons and whatnot, then it might be a bit more difficult. But
Frameshift drive
you
charging.
know, every ship, well, most ships kind of have an advantage in some respect in being able to escape. Like, I can escape purely by my speed. You know, if I don't do anything stupid, I can
3.
increase the gap and just get out of there.
Engage.
Which I think is why I quite like the Cobra, which makes it a good pirate ship as well, generally. Especially for a newer player or someone that just kind of wants a bit more of a challenge. Because I'm a solo player, pretty much. When I say solo, I mean I play on my own, not I play in solo. I'm pretty much
Fuel scooping.
always in open. Depends what I want to do. If I'm trying to record a video, then that doesn't require PvP or player interaction, and I might just do solo,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
just to get a few more frames as well out of it. But no, it's, you know, those encounters anyway, and in a smaller ship is kind of what I like the most. Most fun I've had
Frameshift drive charging.
in this game so far has been in this Cobra, and it might sound odd to some people, but just kind of sat at a station in silent running,
4. 3.
just kind of like
1.
being
Engage.
sneakily kind of scanning player ships and just kind of seeing what they're doing, kind of stalking them a little bit. And like a res, I was stalking a player miner rather, for ages, just kind of staying at the edge of scanner range. I had the best scanner on me at the time, and I would just have to make the assumption that they didn't have the best scanner, so they would never see me. Or it was likely they wouldn't see me. And I would stay at the edge of it, then go into silent running, come into scanner range, and just follow them around a bit and just stalk them. And then when they left, I chased them down, interdicted them, and, you know, pirated them. And it was like a good half an hour of stalking them. And it's not efficient at all, but, you know, that's fun. For me, that was fun. It's very entertaining, and it's kind of
Warning.
nerve-wracking,
Temperature critical.
but in a different kind of way. You know,
Fuel
the kind of
scoop
suspense. Because, quite to be honest, more often than not, when you do things like that, all of a sudden the player will disappear, or they'll high wake out anyway, and you know you don't have a scanner on, so you can't chase them down. But you know, when it just works, it's amazing. It's that's
Frameshift drive charging.
so far that's been the most entertaining part of this game.
4. 3. 2. 1. Engage.
So I'm hoping I can get a few more experiences like that out of this game. I've not played a lot since Horizons at all, and I've only done a little bit
Fuel scoop.
of gameplay, you know, on a planet in an SRV, and it doesn't excite me that much, to be honest. So I've not really been doing it. It's just it's just not. I don't get anything out of it, really. You know, it's a bit of a novelty at first for me, but then it just kind of, the experience goes downhill. Sometimes literally in an SRV, but it's just not. I don't know. I don't know how to how to really describe it. It just doesn't fulfill anything for me at the minute. I'd much rather stay in space until things get a little bit more interesting on the planets. I'll be honest, and you know, when it comes to kind of sci-fi's
Fuel scoop
space sims, at the minute I'm feeling, and oh, some people are gonna hate me for saying it, I know, but I'm starting to feel like No Man's Sky is going to
frameshift drive charging.
is gonna hit the spot much more than Elite is for me at the minute. I mean, I don't like comparing them because they're totally different experiences, or rather, you know, on paper they are.
4, 3, 2,
For me,
engage.
No Man's Sky, you know, is all about a journey, whereas Elite is all about a second existence. It's a second life. It's a role play, and
Fuel scooping.
I mean, even if you're exploring, even if that's what you do, No Man's Sky still is going to be, you know, a journey, and exploration is going to mean a whole much more for me in that. Now, that's just my opinion in the current state of the game.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I'm not hyping up No Man's Sky.
Frameshift drive
And like I said, I'm not going to say one's better than the other because I mean one's not even out yet. But I'm very excited about it. And partly because
4,
recently I've been in the mood for that,
2,
you know, that pure
engage.
sci-fi, vibrant coloured kind of fantasy space adventure rather than the realism of Elite. Well, I say, you know, I use realism, you know, in fairly loose terms, but relatively speaking, in the
Fuel scooping.
universe of Elite Dangerous, you know, it tries to be real, it tries to feel real in some respect. Let's just go back to the star scoop a little bit more. Yeah, so it's a game I'm looking forward to, and it's something I'm probably going to stream quite a lot of. Not constantly, because it's like 9 out of 10 planets you find aren't going to be particularly interesting. But when I find one, I feel like I'll be stuck on it for a while, and I'll do a bit of exploring, and then it'll be a case of moving on. Always moving, always moving. You know, you can't explore every
Warning.
part of a planet, you know. But just the fact that every ship's kind of going to be unique in some way, you know.
Disengaged.
It's exciting, you know. Just
Frameshift drive
finding things, you know. It's going to like be a similar kind of feeling for me that Minecraft kind of gave me at the beginning, you know. I don't really play Minecraft. Well, I've not
4,
played it in a very long time,
2,
and I have no plans to at the minute. But when I first started playing it, it was just finding things, just exploring, just seeing what the maths had made, you know. Just the maths and the crazy formations and the caves that, you know, that were presented to you. You know, just how it made you feel. It was a really interesting experience, those first few days playing Minecraft. And No Man's Sky is gonna be similar, but then you've got the ships, you've got the alien species, which are all going to be, you know, unique until you've played hundreds of hours of it, and then you've seen every kind of iteration of a goat creature that you can possibly find. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that feeling again. I'll still play Elite. But No Man's Sky will be a big, a big part of my my streaming schedule. I like to think. So I'm in Avacali now that I've finished waffling on about nonsense. Let's just check the system status. Look at that. There's my group. Titan Industries, 80%. Well and truly on top. And pending state of expansion because, well, of course we are. 80%. That's pretty damn good. Now, what? I wonder if we've actually expanded. Now think about it. I've not checked in a while. We did expand into one system. I don't know if that has increased. Like I said, it's been a while. Gonna go to Killer Fission. Land. I mean, I've just done, almost, well, a bit of a wait at the beginning, but almost half an hour of talking about Elite. It feels pretty good. It's pretty nice to ramble on about things. This is kind of a nice little update video, I suppose, even if I've not achieved anything. That's the thing, like, labelled the video as stealth ops or whatever, because I was going to get straight into some stealth action. Then I booted up the game and realised that I was nowhere near civilized space. So I was like, oh crap. I can't just get into the game. I've got to find my way home first. So I've not really achieved anything, but it's good just to talk about where I'm up to, what I'm doing. So I think I'll just upload this as a little update video as I talk about the game, how I'm feeling about it, and other things to look forward to on the channel. I want to do more things on the channel that are, spacey mainly. I mean, I might broaden horizons a little bit, because I've got a lot more subs on this channel than I do my main channel. I say main channel, it doesn't feel like my main channel anymore. But that has like kind of random let's plays on it, and mainly game stuff, but it has other stuff on there. And that's, I like doing that. I like playing other kind of things. I'm playing Dark Souls 2 at the minute, which I streamed yesterday on Twitch. And I like doing that. And part of me thinks maybe I should just bring it all onto one channel. But I don't want to, I don't want to annoy people that follow my channel for Elite stuff. But then again, it's my channel, and I kind of, I should do what I want to do. And at the minute, I think I'll focus on things which are kind of space or sci-fi in some way, just so there's some kind of continuity, in that respect. But I think at some point I'll broaden my horizons a little bit and do something else. Right, let's land for the first time in a long time.
Docking request granted.
First time I've used my HOTAS in a while as well. I did play Arena. Last thing I did was Arena, actually. Did a little video just seeing what the changes were. And there were none. Where am I going? It's over here. Idiot. Yeah. Did Arena. No changes, really. But I still like Arena. Still like CQC, generally. Let's see if I still know how to land. Probably need to do that boost then. Oh dear. No, I didn't. Oh no. Ooh. That's fine, you can scam me. I've not done anything wrong. If I had any bounties, I'd be long gone by now. There we go. You should be scanning me anyway. I'm the leader of Titan Industries. How dare you scan me? What's your name and badge number? I'll make sure you never work in the system again. Boom. Maybe I got some exploration data. I don't know. Don't know what I was doing out there. Maybe not. It's really disappointing, isn't it? 20, 64. So 100,000 altogether. Yeah, 100,000, not a lot. Just a blip really on that. What's going on the bulletin board? What's that? Take care. Oh, right, okay. It's been that long, I've forgotten what all the new missions are like. Critical cargo. Well, I'm not going to do anything for you guys, because you're the bad guys in this system. You're the crime syndicate. I don't want anything to do with you. This is my system, god damn it. I feel like I should look at Galnet, you know. It's been a while. I had a brief look earlier. Yeah, the president, the ex-president's been found in the Federation, so that was a pretty big deal. That was the other week, wasn't it? Yasmina Halsey, yeah. Don't think she'll get reinstated, but hey, that's the main big news, isn't it? Really. What was I carrying? Let's have a look. Consumer tech, personal weapons. Where'd I get those from? Were they from a mission I failed? Not sure. Not sure. Can't hand in any bounties here anyway. Yeah, so it's a short stream. I was gonna do some stealth stuff, but I think I'll leave it to another time. Now I'm at the base, I can just start here and just, you know, kind of get on with some combat, do a ship build, get on with combat, and then focus on that. So I might play something else though. Yeah, but yeah. But thank you if you've popped in. I've not been looking at the chat or anything, so I don't know if anyone's there listening to me ramble on. But if you've popped in, thank you. I think I'll stream more Elite tomorrow. Do some stealth combat. Probably in the Cobra, to be honest. But I'm going to take a short break and possibly do something else. Alright. Thank you. See you in the black.